afternoon and welcome to News at 9. First, the highlights. Lagos State Governor urges protesters to eschew divisive utterances, calls for dialogue, peaceful resolution. Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps order tight security around government facilities. And on the foreign scene, over 160,000 people build support for U.S. presidential candidate Kamala Harris. And in sports, President Tinubu charges Team Nigeria to exhibit courage, self-control, good sportsmanship as 2024 Olympic Games begin. Now the news in details. I am Chini Dayo. Anthony. The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has sent a word to citizens planning nationwide protests, urging them to tread with caution while they exercise their constitutional rights to freely express their grievances. Sanwo-Olu, who acknowledged the rise to air conditions about socio-economic situation in the country, said the government remained open to dialogue in order to resolve the citizens' complaint. The governor advised those aggrieved to refrain from divisive utterances and actions that may threaten the safety and peace in the country, noting that those issuing threats had ulterior intentions which border on breakdown of law and order. Sanwo-Olu spoke while receiving uncourtesy visits members of the House of Representatives Committee on Public Assets and Special Duties, led by its chairman, Ademori Kuye. The governor said President Bola Tinubu-led administration had shown commitment to employing dialogue to peacefully resolve citizens' grievances, stressing that the government would not rule out continuous engagement with aggrieved parties in the interest of stability and strengthening democratic governance. In a bid to engage youth and students meaningfully during the holiday, the Lagos State government has unveiled its Eco Flavors project to showcase the cooking skills of different chefs who reside in Lagos. The Eco Flavors project is an epic showdown of upcoming chefs, culinary students, and local food vendors to celebrate diverse food culture while working on a budget. Commissioner for Agriculture and Food System, Abisola Olusoya, who made us known at the news conference at Fresh Food Hub at Idioro in Moshi, noted that various cultural dishes will be displayed at the delight of residents. The commissioner hinted that the Eco Flavors, which will now be an annual event, will support chefs who register online via www.ecoflavors.lagosfreshfoodhub.com with a voucher of 200,000 naira to purchase food items at the hub for the competition.
The main aim of this, aside engaging young culinary enthusiasts and food lovers, is to showcase Lagos as a transformative state when it comes to your experience around food. As Lagosians, we seem to have more affinity for markets and getting our foods into our kitchen without understanding the logistics, the aggregation, the production side of things. So we are hoping that with the engagement of the contestants, with the local vendors, more understanding can be had.
Representative of Project Management Agency Olufunke Adu and Jennifer Odufuwa said the most engaged 50 chefs who showcase their process from the herb purchase to cooking will be selected, and the best 20 will be shortlisted for the semi-final, out of which the best 3 will be crowned the state Eco Flavors ambassador for the next 1 year. The duo noted that the project idea is to encourage unity among all the various ethnicity and tribe with their various cooking skills and dishes in Lagos as the melting point of diversification in the country.
We are trying to bring people that love food to come and compete. It's going to be an event that would showcase Lagos. It will bring Lagos in the limelight. And we want people to be able to show their skills.
One of the reasons why we are driving this majorly online is because it's important. Creative content is a new normal, and it's important that we encourage our youth to put that out there so that they can grow in this space.
The Eco Flavors Produce Competition will be held in August, with the cook in first position winning 5 million naira. Second will go home with 3 million naira, while the third will get 1 million naira with several consolation prizes and deals. The Lagos State government has postponed the commencement of the e-collab system of Lekki-Ekpe corridor. Commissioner for Transportation Oluwaseun CME said this because becomes necessary after further consideration of stakeholders' request to extend the timeliness in order to give adequate room for full compliance. The CME ordered all stakeholders to seize the opportunity to ramp up full preparation and readiness for the successful takeoff of the technology-driven solution of truck movements on the Lekki-Ekpe corridor. Still in Lagos State, the Lagos State Multi-Agency Response Team has activated safety measures and collaboratively contains the fire incident at the warehouse storing diapers, solar batteries, foreign charcoal, and massaging seats within the Joseed Factory Complex, Abule-Osun. According to a statement released by the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, the fire destroyed goods and properties worth millions of naira, noting that a significant quantity of the goods equally worth millions of naira was salvaged by its response team during the operation. It stated that the cause is yet to be ascertained as the warehouse was locked as at the time the incident occurred, and no casualties nor injuries were recorded due to the incident as there were no occupants in the building. Lasema noted that strategic and collaborative efforts were deployed by its response team and officials of Lagos Fire and Rescue Service. And now to the rest of the stories. The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, has instructed all state commandants and their personnel to safeguard the nation's critical infrastructure in light of the upcoming nationwide protest. NSCDC Commandant General Ahmed Odi, in a statement issued by the Corps' Public Relations Officer, Babawale Afalabi, underscored the core mandate of the organization, highlighting the NSCDC's dedication to protecting vital infrastructure, including oil pipelines, electrical power installations, communication equipment, and railway facilities. A nationwide protest scheduled for August 1st to August 10th has been creating considerable tension and eliciting diverse reactions from Nigerians. The various groups involved in the organizing the protest have been indicated that it was triggered by the rising cost of living and the economic difficulties experienced by the public. The Director General of the Nigeria Safety Investigation Bureau, Alex Badi, has accused the Nigeria Railway Corporation, NRC, and the Nigeria Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, of failing to remit the statutory percentage of their revenues to the Bureau. Bade said it constitutes a disregard for the Bureau's Establishment Act of 2022. Noting that this breach of law has continued to adversely affect the Bureau's activities, thereby impeding its obligations to safeguard the lives of Nigerians. He made these remarks at the reopening of the Bureau's regional office in Lagos State after it was demolished to make way for development during former President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. But I recall that the federal government's financial support to effectively fulfill its mandate conducts thorough investigation, enhance safety standards, and contributes meaningfully to the advancing transportation safety across Nigeria. And now to foreign news. More than 160,000 people joined a Zoom call to build support for Democratic presidential candidate Kamala Harris. This is a voter demographic that has supported Republican nominee Donald Trump in the past two elections. Organized by Shannon Watt, the founder of Moms Demand Action, a gun safety group with about 10 million members, the video call included activists, podcasters, the singer Pink, and regular voters who said they regretted not doing enough before 2016 election but put Trump in the White House. A series of video calls supporting Harris' 2024 election bid has been hastily put together after President Joe Biden's announcement on Sunday that he would step aside in the race. Hours after the announcement, more than 40,000 people joined a Zoom call for black women supporters as the one for black men on Monday drew over 50,000 people, and there have been separate calls for the South. Meanwhile, former President Barack Obama and his wife Michelle also endorsed U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris' presidential bid. And now in sports. As the 2024 Paris Olympic Games officially opened on Friday, President Bola Tinubu has sent his warm wishes to Team Nigeria, consisting of 88 athletes representing the country in 12 sports. In a statement released by Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Anjorin Gilali, Tinubu expresses full support for the athletes, assuring them of the backing of over 200 million Nigerians who will be praying and cheering them. The president specifically mentioned his excitement toward Nigeria flag bearers Toby Amusho, the current world record holder in the 100-meter hurdles, and other athletes compete with honor and dedication on the international stage. Tinubu urged the athletes to exhibit the values of resilience, courage, respect, self-control, and good sportsmanship that Nigerians are known for. And just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all of our social media platforms. X, Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. And do subscribe and watch the news and program live on YouTube with Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at www.trafficradio961.ng. But did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration generated 12,350 jobs and empowered 17,469 direct and indirect beneficiaries through the Lagos State Agro-Processing, Productivity Enhancement and Livelihood Improvement Support? You can get more details on Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has sent awards to citizens planning nationwide protest, urging them to tread with caution while they exercise their constitutional right to freely express their grievances. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, has instructed all state commandants and their personnel to safeguard the nation's critical infrastructure in light of the upcoming nationwide protest. We also told you that more than 160,000 people joined a Zoom call to build support for Democratic presidential candidate Kamala Harris. Former President Barack Obama and his wife Michelle also endorsed Harris' presidential bid. And in sports, as the 2024 Paris Olympic Games officially opened on Friday, President Bola Tinubu has sent his warm wishes to Team Nigeria, consisting of 88 athletes representing the country in 12 sports. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. The Ensign is broadcast compiled by Dayo Iduwolaya. I am Timmy Dayo Anthony. Many thanks for listening and do have a wonderful night.